What's good, YouTube? This is Jackson, and I'm here for an NXT Wargames preview and predictions. I'm uh, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Wednesday nights has for NXT, I don't know about anybody else, but it's dipped in quality for me. Like it does not feel the same at all. I think Vince somewhere I don't know what happened, but he has his hands in NXT, and that is not good. You see how he does with Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Like he does not need to have his hands on NXT. He doesn't even like NXT. I I don't know. I don't understand how Triple H can just let this man come in and put his little tabs on the work that he's been putting in, man. Like, come on, Triple H. I know he's your father-in-law. He's the CEO of the company, but NXT is yours. But yeah, it's dipped in quality. AEW, on the other hand, is booming. One of the one of the best things to watch on Wednesday nights. Like, I know it has its it has its ups and downs, but to me, it remained consistent. I can't say the same for NXT. But anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about NXT War Games. First match I want to talk about is the War Games match between the Undisputed Era and Pat McAfee and his Rat Pack, or I don't know what they're calling themselves. It should be a good match. Pat McAfee, I'm not gonna lie, when he first came in, I was not happy. I thought he was gonna be like coming in like a Donald Trump, or um just those celebrities that come in, they don't really put the work in, and you just get a lackluster match between whoever they're facing. But I'm not gonna lie, his match with Adam Cole was actually pretty good. I gotta give him credit. Um, his actual This whole thing with him, Orny Lorcan, Danny Burch, and Pete Dunne, it came completely out of nowhere. I did not see that coming. I mean, they've been okay, but like I said, the quality of NXT has really gone down. I haven't really watched that much of it, but I know enough to keep me informed about what's going in and what's going on in and out of NXT. The War Game match should be really good. My predictions for the match: I think the Undisputed Era is gonna lose via outside interference from that masked individual that interfered in Kyle O'Reilly and Pete Dunne ladder match. I think that masked person. I don't think it was McAfee. I think it's Ridge Holland. I think Ridge Holland is gonna interfere and cost the Undisputed Era this match. What happens after that, I clearly have no idea. Um, but it's gonna be a good match. Kyle O'Reilly has been killing it for these last few months. Like, if you would have told me months ago that Kyle O'Reilly would be my favorite person of Undisputed Era, I probably wouldn't even look at you a second time. But Kyle is just amazing. He is that match with Finn Balor. Oh my God, Kyle is. I can't speak his praises enough. If I wanted to be a pro wrestler, I want to be like Kyle O'Reilly. The same style, every single thing. But we're gonna see some amazing things in this match. Um, but yeah, that's it for that War Games match. The match that I'm really looking forward to, surprisingly, is the women's War Games match. Team Shotzi Blackheart with Shotzi, Ember Moon, um, Rhea Ripley, and Io Shirai against Team LeRae with um, Candice LeRae, Tony Storm, Raquel Gonzalez, and Dakota Kai. These 8 women are gonna tear the house down. If it was me, that's the match that needs to start. You start with them, and then you end War Games with the Undisputed Era and Pat McAfee and his goons. Um, the storyline, how this all started with Lorraine destroying Shotzi's tank. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really connected with Shotzi like that. I don't know what it is, but I just haven't been connecting with her on NXT when she first debuted. I didn't understand the whole thing with the tank and stuff. Stuff between her and Robert Stone was kind of funny, but at the end of the day, it wasn't really doing anything for me. When Lorraine destroyed that tank, I'm starting to see a little bit more from Shotzi, like how that tank meant so much to her, and how when Lorraine destroyed that, she destroyed a part of Shotzi, and Shotzi wants revenge, which that's a pretty good that's a pretty good way of doing things. Um, Tony Storm turning on Ember Moon, I really didn't see it coming, but I should have when she said that it's gonna be a new Tony Storm. I Tony Storm is gonna be huge in NXT. The moment she wins that NXT title, it's gonna be huge. Um, Raquel and Dakota, they've been doing their thing. But I don't know where it's really going. It doesn't look like it's really going anywhere. It doesn't look like they're breaking up anytime soon, which is pretty good. I really think that they're holding off until Tegan gets back, but until then, they're just gonna do their own thing, and I'm okay with that. Candice has been really good. Her and Indy Hartwell, I just find it funny, the whole thing between them and Johnny Gargano. It's been hilarious. And another person I want to talk about is Rhea Ripley. For a month after she lost to Charlotte, like all of her momentum just came to a screeching halt, and that's just the Charlotte effect, I guess. I don't know. I like Charlotte, but they didn't have to do that to Rhea Ripley. Like, if you look at who needed that win more, Rhea needed that win way more than Charlotte. And since then, Rhea's just been she's been stagnant. She hasn't really pushed forward or anything. I like the new look. She looks mm, 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 mm. Um Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get back to this match. My predictions on this match: I think Team Shotzi wins. She needs a win. It's going to be best for the progression of her character. One thing that I'm looking forward to, but I don't know if it's going to happen. If Ember Moon, if she does the eclipse off the War Games, bro, that's going to be huge. They probably won't do that because that's dangerous. I would love to see it, but I want them to be safe. I'd hate it if she got injured again. But we're probably going to see Io's probably going to do her moonsault off the top of the War Games, which it's gonna look nice. We've seen it before, but it'll be a cool thing to see. What I expect from Shotzi, I expect to see more aggression out of her. I expect her to, like, as soon as she sees Lorraine, she's going for blood. Like, I don't think anybody else matters in that match to Shotzi but Candice LeRae. Um, Tony Storm, I see her doing her thing. All of these women in this match are gonna do their thing. It's gonna be the best to me. It's gonna be the best War Games match of the night out of the two of them, which is saying something, man. Um, Another match for War Games, the NXT North American Championship match between Leon Ruff, Damian Priest, and Johnny Gargano. So earlier I was saying how NXT is like kind of dipped in quality, right? Like, I didn't know. As soon as I saw Leon Ruff, I was like, "Who is this guy?" I kind of looked him up. He's been on 205 Live, which is something that I don't really watch. I watch WWE along with NXT and then AEW, and that's usually it for my binging of wrestling. But Leon Ruff, he's a good wrestler and stuff. Now, at first, I wasn't really feeling this storyline that he only won the championship because of Damian Priest, and he doesn't have that oomph to him. Like he doesn't have that edge. But that moment when he slapped Priest and he demanded respect, I was like, good. Like continue to do that. Like I thought he'd actually have some oomph to him. But then in the Kevin Owens that interview or talk show or whatever you want to call it, he was still the same way, which I guess is fine, but he needs more. I want to see more from him. Like I know he can wrestle in the ring, but he got to develop that personality more of, hey, I'm NXT North American champion. I'm here to stay. You will respect me or I'm going to take it from you. But Johnny and Damian Priest, they're doing their thing. But this match, I see Damian Priest winning it. They're basically gonna, or they could surprise and have Leon Ruff win it. I think how the match is gonna go is Johnny and Damian are gonna focus on themselves. They're not even gonna pay attention to Leon Ruff. They're gonna treat him like an afterthought. That's gonna piss him off. But if I was him, I use that to my advantage. Let these two guys beat up each other, so then I can pick the scraps and retain my championship. And then since it's a triple threat, there's no disqualification, so he can really use that to his advantage. I'm looking forward to seeing what I know what Damian can do. I know what Johnny can do. I need to know what Leon Ruff can do and what he's going to do to remain champion. Um, Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa is next. This came out of nowhere. I thought Um, I thought Tommaso Ciampa was a heel, and now he's going back to face, trying to defend the locker room and stuff. I don't know what they're doing. Like he's better he's a good face. I'll give him that, but he's way better as a heel. He just takes it there as a heel, and I think that's where he needs to be right now. This whole thing with Timothy Thatcher, I'm not really a big fan of Timothy Thatcher. I like what he does in the ring, but as far as his character outside of the ring, I'm not really feeling it. This whole training montage with other NXT talent and stuff, it's not I'm not really feeling it, man. It should be a good match. I don't know what they're doing with Ciampa. It seems like he's just in the wind right now. He doesn't really have any direction, or at least that is to me. But yeah, we'll see what they do. I'm expecting big things from them. This could potentially be a match of the night candidate if they be as stiff as I think they're going to be. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Oh, another thing that I forgot in the women's war games match, I forgot all about. How could I forget about Io Shirai? Io, she has been killing it lately, man. Like all of her matches are really good. I love her look. Her entrance gets me hyped every time. Like I can't say enough about Io. Whew, Io just if you wanted to build the women's division around Io Shirai, go for it. Don't Io. If you ever watch this, please don't go to the don't let Vince take you to the main roster. Don't let him botch your character and just put you in Titus catering purgatory for the rest of your career. Please don't go to the main roster. Like stay in NXT. I know it's not the best. It's not the best quality as of late, but you stay down there, you're going to thrive, and that's all I have to say about that. And war games for the women, I think is going to be the best at one of the best women's matches for War Games because of Io Shirai. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about her, but anyway, the last match I want to talk about, Cameron Grimes and Dexter Loomis. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This whole thing with Dexter Loomis he's just hilarious, man. I remember in TNA or Impact Wrestling as it's called now, he used to go by Samuel Shaw, and he used to do this whole stalker thing there, and just to see that kind of morph in the NXT, he hasn't said a word. It is scary. He hasn't said a word, but he exudes so much charisma. I don't get it, man. Like, he does so little but says so much. And then his whole drawings and the thing with Grimes. He is annoying, man. Like, Cameron Grimes, I can't stand him, man. But he is a really good wrestler. That cave in finisher of his gets the job done. When you see that, that should be it. I don't care who you are. Like, he is caving your chest in with all of his body weight. You can't kick out of that. Seeing him interact with Loomis, guys, you have to realize this all started because Dexter Loomis was not paying Cameron Grimes any attention, or he didn't answer a question that he asked, and then he attacked him because of it. And now he has Loomis's full attention, and he just wants to get away. He wants to be done with it. He wants to get away from him. Can't get away from him now. You're strapped to him. I hope Cameron figures it out, because Loomis is coming after. And then with that serious face, the tats, everything about him just screams, I need to get away from this guy. Um, Cameron, I wish you luck, but Loomis he's gonna whip you. He's gonna whip you. He's gonna throw you across the ring. You're gonna have to do any and everything to beat this guy and just get out of Dodge. Honestly, what I think would be funny is if somehow no, not Loomis, somehow Cameron gets a hold of some scissors and tries to cut the strap off, and then Loomis grabs him or something and stops him from doing it. Like, it's gonna be a good match. I see more comedy from it with Cameron just running away from him, just running around the ring, trying not to get in this man's clutches. But it should be fun, despite NXT not being exactly where it wants to be. Because I know it, I know with the fans and this whole bug going around that things have not been kind to NXT, but they still give us some good content. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. And hey, that's my review. I hope War Games knocks it out the park, and we'll see what happens.